Hey guys, what's going on? It's Karl here, back with another episode. Was planning on doing this a bit later, but there has been so much tech incoming, so much travel over the past month that we had to do another big unboxing haul. It is spring, or at least I'd like to think so. The weather here in Toronto is not indicative of that. It's freaking freezing outside. But some giveaway updates before we start today's episode. From my last unboxing haul, of course, I hooked you guys up. The winner of that was... Congrats, and make sure you respond to that message over on YouTube and I will swap emails with you and ship out one of those items from last episode. And as always, hooking you guys up with an item from today's episode, super simple to enter. Just make sure you sub to the channel. That's honestly all I can ask for. Leave a comment down below on your favorite one. Check me over on Insta as I'll have little updates about my day-to-day stuff, and also the S10 winner will be announced over there, so go hit me up and say what up. Winners will be announced in the next unboxing haul, and I'm sure that will come super quickly as the year is ramping up. To the first guy from one of my latest trips out to Paris, I was there for the Huawei P30 Pro launch. I've got the P30 Pro here, of course. I've done my full camera review, of course. Huawei is saying hello. This guy is an absolute beast. It's got a quad camera setup and it is one of the world's first with a 50 times zoom. I'm not saying that you're gonna use that all the time unless you're acting paparazzi, trying to spy on your neighbors outside, but the fact that it does have it is pretty cool. Night mode, which rivals or even sometimes beats out the Pixel 3, but by far still my favorite is the ultra wide lens. I love the versatility of that, and a lot of you guys were so impressed with some of the photos that I took out in Paris. This is my daily driver now. I've been using this and I've been loving it so far. The one thing though that is still lagging behind though is EMUI. That's Android skin over top. I will be installing a stock launcher like Nova Launcher to make this a bit more plain and a bit more Google-esque. The one thing though I did want to unbox on cam, as I did get that at launch also, was the new Huawei Watch GT. That is looking pretty slick. It's a 46mm, so nice and large. Of course, I'm a huge fan that this is still circular. I still can't get on board with the Apple Watch because it's rectangular. I think that looks weird for a watch face. I'm a big fan of the band, which reminds me of an ISO frame for any of you watch enthusiasts out there, but I'll be using this a bit more. I will try to swap this out from my Omega, which I do find hard sometimes. I'll let you guys know on my full thoughts in one of my next videos on to the next unboxing. While I was gone, we had a ton of Apple refreshes that came into the studio. The first was the iPad Air. I've used this for the last little bit, but my review still kind of stands. If you've used the newer iPad Pros, which came out last September, this seems a bit antiquated. The form factor isn't that nice. You still see the big forehead up top, but I still think this is a great mid-range tablet, perfect for families if you are looking to grab a couple iPads for the fam, for the kids, probably just not your main device. But you also have to remember that those new iPads are ridiculously expensive, close to $1,000, so this could be a very potential option if you can't afford it. Which I don't blame you, because who can afford a $1,000 tablet? The thing that I was honestly most stoked to take a look at for this unboxing haul was in fact the AirPod 2s. My OGs, which I kind of carry with me everywhere, have kind of stood the test of time, but the battery life on them now is kind of dying. I get maybe 30-45 minutes before I have to juice them up. These guys now come with the wireless charging case. Let's get the plastic off of here and take a look. The only thing different on the case, of course, is that little LED to let you know when they are charged. I've got my iPhone here. Pairing process, I'm assuming first time me opening them, is super simple. AirPod 2s connected to my iPhone. That's simple. I gotta take a first little listen. Swapping them out to the original AirPods. Very hard to tell the difference, to be honest. I think if you own the OGs, you don't need to make the upgrade unless, of course, the battery life is dying, unless you're collecting a ton of gunk on the inside. But if it's the first time that you're looking to buy AirPods, I think now is the time to grab the V2s. And this guy is, of course, an upgrade to the 2019 iMac. So the changes to this guy are mostly internal. You can see that the aesthetic is unchanged. That's super unfortunate, but it does have a very good spec bump inside. It's the first time that we've seen an iMac with the Radeon Pro Vega graphics. You can spec this guy up to 32 gigs of RAM, and it gets scary close to the base model of the iMac Pro, which you see behind me, which leads you to question which model you should get. I've got my entire review of this guy linked up this way, and this was the mid-range, as I had two models. Something that came in from my friends from Xbox, I've been kind of dying to get my hands on this. This is the Xbox Elite controller. I know that it's been out now for a while, but of course I think this is a new colorway in the Phantom White. It does come in this lovely carrying case. And the thing that you grab the Elite controller for is these extra controls on the back. With these, you can play games and of course keep your hands on the joysticks. Very useful for first-person shooters, so you don't have to take your hands off of the control sticks and you can still access some of the buttons on the back. So things like swapping guns, reloading, even jumping becomes way easier, and you can customize those to your heart's content through these little metal knobs. A magnetic D-pad, which you can still swap out, extra little nubs in case these do wear out. This is dope. I am hoping to beat all you 10-year-olds at Fortnite now, because you guys kind of dominate me every time we play. And I think that wraps up today's unboxing haul. A ton of cool tech that we did check out. So make sure you let me know down below in the comments which one your fave was. I will catch you guys in one of those next episodes where the winners will be announced. And remember, over on Insta, the S10 giveaway will be announced. So check me out there, and I will catch you somewhere here on the internet. Peace.